Hey, 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 happy Valentine's Day. I do hope that you're with a loved one. Maybe you got some chocolate today, maybe you got some flowers, or at least a hug and a kiss, right? Take what you can get. Hopefully, you guys are enjoying your big day today. Weather wise, we're here to tell you that it's fairly quiet for most of the region, but there are going to be some notable exceptions as we go into the weekend, including some more snow expected for the Great Lakes and the parts of the Northeast here. This is tonight, tomorrow, and then as we head towards Friday, particularly late Friday and Friday night, the Ohio Valley has another opportunity at some snow. Let's get into this. Let's start you off with current satellite perspective. Make that the jet stream first, and then we'll go on over to the satellite, showing that we've got mainly what we consider a zonal flow. So things are moving basically from west to east across the United States right now. Still kind of blocky up there, up near Alaska, and where you've got this large kind of cutoff ridge that's kind of really steering the main pattern below it right now. So, with that being said, here's a look at the satellite. It is quiet. This is the infrared variety, and you're seeing a whole lot of sunshine across the southern tier of the United States and then some. About, I don't know, almost 2/3 of the U.S. experiencing some sunshine right now. That's pretty nice. We do have a system located across the upper Midwest currently, bringing some snow shower activity, where there are some advisories and warnings across the northern tier. You also have another storm making its way onshore the Pacific Northwest coast with some heavy snowfall for the upper elevations. But overall, things are pretty quiet. If you don't believe me, take a look at this. This is the National Weather Service map showing the active advisories and warnings and whatnot. We do have some little minor river flooding concerns across the southeast. Nothing really. This is pretty quiet. You've got some winter weather advisories with that clipper across the Midwest. One little area there, South Dakota and extreme southwestern Minnesota with that winter storm warning in pink. You do have warnings across the northern Rockies, around Yellowstone, and then the Sierra Nevada is also seeing some warnings with those high elevation snowfall. But as far as the rest of us, this is a pretty enjoyable pattern. And I think for the most part, we're going to be able to keep this going over this forecast period. I'll show you why. Let's jump on into the models now and taking a look at what the offerings are by the latest run of the European forecast model. We'll start with the jet stream for you, showing again that zonal flow. So this is us here today. You do have a disturbance moving in that force here. This is late tonight and tomorrow. It's going to move through the Great Lakes. There's a disturbance right there that will bring snow for the Great Lakes, okay? And then we move forward in time, and there's another disturbance that comes in behind it. And this one's going to affect the Ohio Valley, it looks like. You're going to have just enough cold with it to produce some snowfall. We'll see how this one does. The last one did not panhandle for much of the lower Ohio River Valley, but this one I think we'll have a little higher confidence on, and I'll explain why in a moment. And then as we go beyond this, so this is Friday night, pretty good sized trough across the northeastern U.S., so that's going to be delivering some cold air, no doubt some lake effect snowfall Saturday, with that system winding down by Sunday. And then again, back to more of a zonal and a fairly quiet flow behind that. Everything kind of moving from west to east, so no huge Arctic intrusions expected this time around, at least over the next week and a half. So let's see what the models are saying at the surface, and we'll take you through. This is the storm for tonight and tomorrow, moving through the Great Lakes. As mentioned, that's going to bring some snow, and then also a little bit of rain maybe for Chicago, maybe some sprinkles towards Indianapolis. This will be tomorrow during the day. You see some of that snow moving into portions of New York. Yes. That'll be snow for upstate, downwind of Lake Ontario and Lake Erie. You'll see some lake effect behind that as well. But kind of a quick moving system, so you're not talking about huge snow totals. And then the next one comes in behind it. I want to take a closer up look at this guy, as the GFS shows it kind of rolling right on into the lower Ohio River Valley with a band of snow, maybe right along 64 if it holds. That would probably be a couple inches of snow. And it's not just the GFS that's showing that. I'm showing you, this is now the European forecast model. It's almost the exact same thing. So the Euro says one thing, the GFS says the exact same thing. What about the Canadian? Not too different. It throws in a little sleet. Same idea. So this will be a potent little clipper for the day on Friday and Friday night. And if forecast holds, the lower Ohio Valley could be expecting a couple inches of snowfall. Not a huge storm by any stretch of the imagination, but something that we are tracking for you. And then beyond that, as we roll on through with the European forecast model, it's just going to be quiet. It doesn't look like there's a whole lot going on behind that. More really nice mid-February weather. I do have another clipper rolling through parts of the Northeast here for Sunday. But otherwise, it's pretty quiet, and temperature-wise, it looks mild. I don't see any real hardcore cold shots. There may be an exception around the 24th, about 10 days from now. According to the GFS, we do have another pretty decent cold shot. Let's take a look at the Euro, see if it's also got that. But that's coming up at around, it's got some of it. Another cold shot around the 23rd, 24th. With that being said, what can we expect? So again, a couple quick hitting systems going into the weekend, and then that potential of a little snow for the lower Ohio River Valley. As far as the long-term temperature potential, this is the latest from the Climate Prediction Center, and there you go. Maybe that groundhog was right. With warmer than average conditions in the 8 to 14 day range, that'll take you all the way out almost to the end of the month of February. All right, that's the way it looks right now. In the meantime, I tell you what, you need to be keeping that loved one of yours warm, right? Taking your squeeze out on a date tonight. Remember the jacket. It'll get cool at night. And look out for a little snow across the Great Lakes tonight. All right, in the meantime, you guys enjoy this nice weather while we get to keep it around. You stay blessed, and we'll talk to you again soon.